I'm doing a solo backpack on the Brookshire Creek Trail in the Upper Ball River Wilderness. And to get there, I'm driving Smithfield Road, the Ball River Road, since the Tellico River Road is closed because they're replacing the bridge at Ball River Falls. And the fall colors are just outstanding. I'm dropping down into the Ball River watershed now. Ball River Gorge Wilderness to the left, Upper Ball River Wilderness to the right. And the color continues better, if anything. And here's the Ball River, where the Ball River Road crosses it. My trailhead is on up the road a short ways. And I'm on the Ball River Road with the Ball River just to the right. I'm at the Brookshire Creek Trailhead. Beautiful place, particularly with the colors. Ball River Road there. And there's the trail. Unfortunately, right off the bat, you have to cross the creek. Here's the first crossing. Doesn't look too hard. I think I can cross it in my boots. Got trout fishing here. Here's a topo map of my hiking route, backpacking in blue and onto the falls in red. Well, it was deeper than I thought. I took on some water in my boots. Well, 40 feet from the first crossing is this second crossing, which is really difficult to do without getting wet. So I'm got my shoes off, wading shoes on, and going to try crossing, I think, right there. This is again one branch of the Ball River. The other one is over to the right there. Well, I made it. See the mud there, I stirred it up, but it was over my knees. But they really need to, Forest Service really needs to do something about the crossing here. One was fairly easy at low water. This one is difficult at any water, probably. After the difficult crossings at the trailhead, the trail is pretty easy, as you can see behind me, the same way uphill. It's an old road, logging road, I guess, and incredibly easy, fairly level walking. There's one more crossing up here that I thought in the past I could rock hop, but I don't know, we'll see. But other than that, it's a cakewalk. I've only seen the guy at the fishing at the trailhead, and three young men just passed me. And they're going way enough to camp there tonight. And it's just about a perfect weekend. It's 76 degrees and nothing but blue sky up there and color everywhere. So a great couple of days for backpacking. This is really incredible. Easy walking on the trail, and above it's just amazing. So much color, like a patchwork quilt of yellow and red and orange color everywhere you look up. Here's the third crossing, and I took my boots off again because it was going to be over my boots if I crossed, probably, and pretty deep in some of the little holes there. In the past, way back, when I was in much better shape, of course, and younger, I crossed that log. I think I just walked across it. But from now on, no crossings. I'll have to do the 3 crossings again going out tomorrow. Now the creek is way down below the trail, but the colors are continuing. That's just fantastic right there. Left to right, nothing but color. Mainly yellow, but some others thrown in. Here's the Ball River I'm walking beside, and an amazing amount of water considering how little rain we've had of late. Well, I got to my campsite, planned campsite, at about a little over under 2 miles, I guess. And unfortunately, the 3 guys I saw earlier that were going way on up stopped there for the night, and they said they were going to go on up tomorrow. Here's the 3 guys, a very friendly group from Middle Tennessee. They've got hammocks up and all that, so I couldn't camp there. So I went on up, found a okay site, I don't know, 100 yards up from them, and decided to continue on up with my backpack to maybe find something better, but I didn't after maybe a quarter of a mile. So set my backpack down, and now I'm walking up to Upper Ball River Falls, or Alexander Falls. And we'll go back and pick up my pack and go back down and camp at that site I found. It's a tiny little site, just for 1 tent. This is the incredible view below Alexander, or Upper Ball River Falls. And the falls are right up there. You have to climb down a really big chute, and there's Upper Ball River Falls, or Alexander Falls. And there's the route to get down here. Very, very steep. You can't see it, but the waterfall is right down there. And I like to call it Alexander Falls because Senator Lamar Alexander basically got this area protected as wilderness, Upper Ball River. Without him, it would not have been protected. And of course, it is also sometimes called the Upper Ball River Falls, but it doesn't have a formal name. Here's a big landslide below the falls. Half the trail is gone, or the old road, really. Well, I found a nice 1 tent site. There's the trail. Already got water. And here it is. A nice little open spot, and somebody's even done put some rocks up for building a fire. And level. And I was surprised. I thought I'd have to climb down. But it's a real easy walk right down there to water. And very clean water. All of this water comes out of wilderness. It's 6 o'clock right now. I'm going to eat pretty soon and probably get in a tent. I'm tired. 4 miles from me is a good day, which over 3 miles of it was backpacking. So that was enough for me, although I'm going to do a fire, I think. And the day, I mean, it is just really pretty here. I'm looking up at nothing but colored leaves up there, yellow and red, some green, but mainly yellow, but here and there red, and orange maybe a little too. So it's really good place. It's a very tiny little campsite here, but close to the water, and trails right over there. So a good place to spend the night. I got to camp around 4:30 or so after going up to Alexander Upper Ball River Falls, which was great. But I ended up hiking a lot more than I planned, probably And tonight I'm having for dinner in Ewan, which everybody says is incredible. It's called green chili mac and cheese by Farm to Summit. Looking forward to it. The green chili mac and cheese is pretty good. Well, the night was incredibly quiet, except for the creek over there. No birds, and this morning, no birds, no noises, and wasn't too cold, high 40s. I got in the tent around 7:30. I started getting up somewhere after 7:30. So a long time in the tent, and I slept a lot of that. But that's the biggest disadvantage of hiking this time of year in the winter is you have to spend so much time in the tent, which I don't particularly like. But getting ready for breakfast now. It's a nice little cozy campsite. I've got a little fire going. Breakfast. Here's Ball River, just down below my campsite. I got my water right there. Not very big up here, but it gets bigger. Kirkland Creek joins it on down a ways, and Henderson Branch, and makes a pretty big river before it goes over Ball River Falls. Nice look at my campsite. A very nice small campsite, and out to the trail and down it. The sky is perfectly blue. Be a while before the sun gets down here, but rain is predicted this afternoon, so we shall see. After leaving camp, I talked to the 3 guys and they're going on up to camp somewhere beyond the falls tomorrow or today, and they are all hammock camping and love backpacking, and since there's not much over in Middle Tennessee, they come over here. The only people I'll probably see on the trail. Here's the first crossing of 3 today, going back. And I'm just going to wade in and get my boots wet. It's such a hassle taking them off. The Upper Ball River Wilderness that I'm hiking in is one of my favorites. I've hiked here since the early 70s, and it's just a beautiful place, particularly now with the colors. It doesn't have a single outstanding site like a huge waterfall, although it has Alexander Falls or such, or big balls, but it is one of the most primitive and largest of our Cherokee National Forest wilderness areas, with lots of beauty. The background of this area is that Ray Payne and I, in the early 70s, met with the then forest supervisor to try to get him to support making it a wilderness. He refused, and since then I've been working on getting it wilderness. In the 1980s, we got a lot of other areas in both the southern and northern Cherokee designated as wilderness, but had to wait until 2018 when this one and some others were designated wilderness. Almost 10,000 acres or so of really wild land, and I give the credit to Lamar Alexander for getting it done in 2018. Without him, it would not have been designated. And it's kind of sad, but the 3 guys I talked to, who were probably in their late 20s or 30s, I told them, I asked them if they knew who Lamar Alexander was, former governor, former senator. They had no idea. They'd never heard of him. And it's not been that long since he was senator. Another reason I like the Upper Ball River Wilderness is that it's such a huge protected watershed. The entire basin, all the creeks and streams that feed into the Ball River are within the wilderness. So incredibly clean water. You could probably drink it without treating it. Nearing the trailhead with the two crossings still to go. Well, here's the second crossing. The heart of this is pretty deep there. And the trailhead is just right over there. You can see a white truck, I think, through the woods. I just waded, and you can see my wet pants there, just below my knees, so not too deep. And the final crossing is right there. Not so bad, and the vehicles are up the top there. Well, I got out around 11:30, having started around 9:30. Hiked around 2.2 miles or so today, and things have certainly changed. There's the Ball River for sure. It used to come down through there, but now it comes in up here where I crossed. Henderson Creek comes in from the left up there. It's a real mess now, and you have to cross the creek twice. Originally you only crossed Henderson Creek here, which was pretty easy. But now you've got to cross both the Henderson Creek and Ball River, and then on up, got to cross the Ball River again. So they need to move the trail on up the river, so you only cross Henderson Creek.
I decided to go home a different way, taking the Ball River Road to the east, which I'm doing here, up and over the mountains down to the Tellico River, down the Tellico River Road a short ways, up the North River Road to the Cherry Hill Skyway, and then the Cherry Hill Skyway to Tellico Plains, which is a little longer, I think.
Well, this is really amazing.
As I was driving up the Ball River Road, I saw an SUV pass and thought I recognized the guy in it. And the guy in the SUV did the same thing. We stopped, and turned out it was John Egerton, a good friend of mine from Alabama, and he had a friend of his, Carl, with him. So we all drove together over to their campground in the North River campground and spent the afternoon talking. We have a lot of common interest, including politics, backpacking, and YouTube, and enjoyed our conversation.
Okay, here's a picture of John and his camper. What do you think about this camper, John?
Well, wouldn't leave home without it.
Yeah, it's good looking.
Here's a couple of photographs, first of John and Carl, and then of myself and John at their campsite in the North River campground.
Well, I'm finally heading up the North River Road to the Cherry Hill Skyway and home a bit after 4:30. I spent really the entire afternoon with John and his friend. It started raining just a little while ago, which kind of broke up our get-together. Rain was forecast, and that's why I went yesterday and today, and it's finally here. And it's getting cooler. It's only 64 degrees now. The scenery continues. It's just great along the North River Road, just like the Ball River Road. And on the Cherry Hill Skyway, there's still some color, although a lot of the leaves have fallen. But Some of the mountains just a little lower are still pretty good, like right there. Here's the view along the Chiarella Skyway. There's, as you get a little lower down, there's some really good color.